Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. So, uh, I'm wanting to go back into Rennsport. I've been wanting to do a test video on it, just to go back to it. They've had a lot of updates recently, just like Project Motorsport has. So I kind of want to go back and play it. I played with it a little bit before I started this video, I won't lie. I sat and tweaked the wheel a little bit, and it feels okay. It still doesn't have the feedback that you would expect, but it feels okay. But we're going to jump into it. What we're going to do is we're just going to jump into the championship mode of it for right now. And we're starting right at the beginning, rookie. We have the M2 series, the GT4 series, and the Touring Trophy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the M2 series, just because it's the first race you do when you get this game. It's the first race you start in. So I want to start in that race. I want to try it again, see how we do. This is the race I did before when I first got this game, and I did the day one release video on this game. This was the race we did. So I want to go back. I want to see if it's any better. Like I said, I did play with it a little bit before I started this video. So I've done tweak the wheel, and it does feel better. I will say that. The game does feel better. They have updated stuff. It does feel... You do have a little more feedback, but it's not... Like, I've got my wheel turned all the way to the max. And if that was Gran Turismo or iRacing or Le Mans, it would be hard to drive with. On here, it's different. But, anyways, let's get into it. So we'll have a practice round. You get 10 minutes for practice, which we can skip it. And then you get, I think, 10 minutes for qualifying. Yeah, 10 minutes for qualifying. Once you set down a lap, good lap, qualifying lap, you can skip it. And then from there, the race will have 5 laps, and it will be a grid start race. But, give me 1 second real quick, guys, and I'll be right back. And, yo, welcome to the channel. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe and like. Alright. So I'm not going to do any practice laps. Like I said, I already practiced. I kind of got the wheel locked in. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of get into here. Skip it. Skip the practice. Alright, let's go, bro. Not much feedback at all, though. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, don't do that. I done got my big buttons mixed up between Gran Turismo and here, so I need to go back through and reset them all. We only played it once, really, but we didn't set a lap time, though, so that means we gotta push in here now. And there I go, messing up again. Let me rerun that. Let me get out here in front. Why they brake right here so hard like that. There we go, let me get back in the groove here. Might have to turn a little bit of stuff down here. Got damper up just a little too much. There we go. Oh, what? Come on. That was actually a good turn right there. Oh, I forgot I changed the steering angle a little bit. 15, not bad. We're going to finish the qualifying lap now. I'm just going to go ahead and take that. If somebody beats my time, they can beat it. Okay, looks like we'll be starting first. So we're going to take that. Let's go. Oh, what? Come on now. Why did it do that? Why did it... Let me restart it. For some reason it had my... Oh, I forgot you can't hit circle. Okay, that's right. Trying to play with a little bit of stuff here while I'm doing it, just to maybe better just leave it on auto. Let's try this about 30 on dampener, and we'll leave the force feedback on auto, which I never leave it on auto, but damper on it. almost on the final lap. Let's get it. Let's go ahead and beat this. Oh no. Nah, that's where it felt unrealistic right there. I don't know, auto kind of feels better, but let's not lose it right here at the end. I knew it messed me up. Made the steering angle way too wide. Holy cow. Oh, what? Thank God I cut over at the last second. Alright, so we gotta leave that the way it is, though. It's still a little off. I mean, I've got it down to where I can feel it, and I can drive with it, and I'm used to it now, but it's going to throw me off eventually on something else. It's not bad, though. I don't know if it's really gotten any better. See, I haven't really played it with the controller, and that's something we need to try. Let's go ahead and jump into round 2, and let's get it done and over with. Now we know this track here. We got a big horseshoe turn coming up. I want to watch when they brake. got a little too much weight to it, so I think I can tell. So the dampener is a little too high, so let's try 30. I had it on 50. Up. There could be some stuff adjusted, but I feel like I've got it down good enough to let's run through it. And after this, I want to go back and switch. I'm not going to go through this whole championship. I want to actually jump back and do the GT4, and then we'll come back and do this. But I want to do one round in that. But let's go ahead and finish the practice. We'll go ahead to the next stage, to the qualifying. Hit the qualifying. And then we'll race. I'm going to try not to put down a fast lap. I'm going to let everybody go, actually. I'm going to go like a little way after everybody. So everybody's already out. I'm going to take it easy on the first lap too. Let the tires warm up here a little bit instead of just jumping on. Kind of want the tires here. Now let's actually put down a burner. right there. I was sitting there trying to go through the info on there, trying to see if I could actually adjust my differential and stuff. Alright, we got plenty of time. Got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. 0 incident reports, that's good. Come on. See, no feedback at all on these wheels. You have to just stay perfect. We need one more chance at a lap here. Drop that dampener down to like 10 and see if that does. I kind of want to start last on a race like this though this time. Not a force feedback filter. Okay, we're restarting that. I screwed everything up. Okay, let's leave force feedback filter on 15 this time. I don't know, it's... That guy's ready to me and everything. automatic or 15 or down like the 1. Down like the 1. It's crazy. I had it set to, I kept setting it too low and too high for the force feedback, so it was clipping. There we go. Okay, now that's a lot smoother. A little bit more fine adjustment. Try to put the dampener on 50. Once I get it dialed in, I'll tell you guys what I'm at. I can tell you what I'm at now. I got my strength maxed out at 11. True force audio is at 100. Force feedback filter I have at 8 right now. Let's try 6 to see. Maybe it's just clipping a little too much. So I do force feedback filter at 6. Yeah. That's where I would start at. Dampener 50. Angle, just whatever it is. I have it set on 1080 in the settings on the game, though. Of course. something messed up. Wait, we're not in the... Okay, finish qualifying. We're not in the race, so let's go ahead and get this race over with. Hey, can I make them harder from here, or do I have to do that back on the menu? Probably, yeah. Maybe they did harder on this Champion Series. Feels pretty good with the way I've got it set right now. I actually enjoy it a little bit. They still need to give more of a stronger feedback though. Like I said, I've got my wheel on max. If you got that on max on iRacing or Gran Turismo, yeah, it's a little dangerous. It's only 11, but still. Messed that turn up definitely. Hell no, we wasn't taking the L on that one. Definitely not. It could use a little work still. It's actually getting better, though. It is better. The first time I played it was like nothing to it, but I need to sit and just play with the force feedback and just adjust every little thing on it and try to tweak it. I had it set pretty good. It feels pretty good right now, but we're not going to do round 3. We're going to go back. We're going to go back to the single player, back to championships, and we're going to go back to the GT4 class this time and try. There's 2 cars you can pick from, the M4 GT4 or the Audi R8 LMS GT4. There's also another set that you have to go through in your first part of your career, which is Touring Trophy, and you have the Hyundai Elantra N TCR and the Audi RS3 LMS 2022. So let me get something to drink. We're going to start with the GT4 class, though. I want to try that just to kind of compare what I've got set, because what I've set my wheel to was pretty much for that car. So I want to see what the difference is between that and this. If I need to tweak some stuff, maybe that'll help me get centered better with what I need to set. If you get what I'm saying. So we can change livery. We only got one. I thought we had more. What? Okay, whatever. Let's run it. Ah, see, we should have been testing other cars when we did videos. Okay. It feels better, actually. Maybe we should just brake bias. Now's when I need to start adjusting stuff a little bit here. loose. Okay, I actually want to redo that. I want to go back. I want to check how I've got my... Okay. Okay. Graphics aren't the best on here. Auto force feedback filter just to see how it goes with this car. to drop that down to 8, 6. Drop it down to 6. Usually a little lower for a game like this. Gran Turismo, I usually go 8. There we go, okay. Yeah, I've got it on 5 right now. We'll drop down to 4. That felt pretty good actually through that turn right there. There we go. Starting to get it locked in. That feels good now. Yeah, let's go. Now let's actually drop traction control all the way off and see how we do with that. Now we're about to go up on the turn. Okay, not bad. Getting a feel for it finally. feel like we could just start this. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and just finish the practice. Skip. Next stage. Get in there. Fuck. Okay. While everybody's getting on the track, we'll give them a minute. Let them run for a second. Alright, so this is where I don't want to set a fast lap. I actually want to kind of race with the guys and see how good they do on here. See how good they actually are on this game. I know there's been a lot of people talking down on the way their AI was, so, and I've already seen it myself. You guys have seen it. If anybody's been watching right now, you can see it. When you start off in the race, sometimes the AI will like cut certain ways on the track, and yeah, I don't know. Well, we better be going before they come up on us. Gran Turismo 7 setups are, but the other car didn't feel that good though. Big turn, and then we got a sharp turn coming up here, sharp left turn. Put a stay third gear through there, okay. Gotta start trying to lock down the gearing through here. Alright, we gotta settle the jet, burn a lap here. Dang, somebody wrecked back there. Oh, I just crossed the line. I just messed up that lap too. Oh, we got one more left to do. Oh, you know what? I want to take third. I don't even want to push. Finish qualifying, so we'll be in third. Oh no, we'll be in fourth. Okay, so let's go. Even better. try it again. Okay, I got DNF'd for no headlights. Okay, I've got to fix that. When I'm hitting triangle, it's actually... Okay, hold on. We're going to have to adjust that. Triangle switches to next headlight, or we can do something else. What does L2 do while we're racing? Okay, yeah, we use L2. No, shit. Now I just messed it up. Now what was square? Whatever. My lights at, okay. I guess it wasn't. We've gotten 5 incident points. That's not good though. Nope, that's what I figured it would do. I couldn't remember which way was which on here, though. See, Gran Turismo's got me mixed up. They do their shit backwards. Oh, now it's coming back. Okay. Well, we messed that race up. Anyways, that was all I wanted to test that on camera. We will actually do that race later. We'll jump back now, kind of take what we did with that race. Championship, rookie. So there was one more race left in this. You know what? No, let's actually just jump into some online shit. Why not? Let's have some fun. I can't register. You do not meet the minimum. Okay, so you have to be minimum RR. Oh, to be what? TBD. So that means I can't race none of these. Okay, now I can do rookie. Okay, that's a rookie. This is an amateur race. Can't even do an amateur, so we have to actually start in the beginning. So let's do it, though. Let's go. Can we start? Can we drive? No, I didn't want to do that. Shoot. Nürburgring. One driver, just me. Okay. Now let's run it. Okay, so practice is 2 minutes, qualifying is 7, the race is 10. Pit lane start for practice, qualifying is a time delayed start, and grid start for the race. Okay, so we got 2 drivers in here. Now this is, but I should probably go back and actually try to drive this car. It would make sense, but yeah, let's do that. Where are we at? Nürburgring, just Nürburgring GP. Okay, let's go back. We can do that because we can go to single player, quick session, select car, the Praga. Oh, shoot. Prague R1 Cup. Select car. Select that. Never green, but we want GP though. And that's all. We just want to do that. I think I set me by myself, but it's okay. I just wanted to get on there and drive. Get some hot laps in real quick with this Prague R1. I've actually been wanting to drive this car on here. I don't know. This game isn't too bad. It's gotten a little better, but let's wait. Let's see. Let me get online here. Let's see how I actually feel about it. We're going to practice this car here. Okay, it's telling me about that contest down there now. Okay, that's cool. Some of that damn building. Turned off. Damn, that damn building. Okay, we're getting some feedback now. I had to turn the damper up because I wasn't getting nothing and I wanted to wait, but now I'm actually getting feedback. Too much now, okay. So about 10. Good, let's restart that. Or I hope I wasn't online. What? Okay, you know what? Let's just go to that. Okay. It's saying to hit that button and it'll go to learn more down at the bottom where it says Praga R1 contest and it's counting down. If I hit that button, it just pops up my camera. Okay, maybe it's because I was in this. Oh, okay, registered. There, I see why now. Me and one guy, okay. Okay, so I guess the match is starting now. Let's go. Okay, here we go. that? Okay, shit. Damn it. Okay. Now, what is going on? Bullshit. There goes that race. Bullshit. Fucking stupid game. Well, go! How long was the race? Wow, how many laps is it? One lap? It was one lap? So that's stupid. Did do a drive-through penalty. What does that mean? What? there again. I'm never gonna catch him. No. Ruin that fucking race. What a fucking retard, man. Bullshit, I thought I already did the drive-through penalty. What the fuck? How does it spin out right there? Fuck that. Fuck that. How's that for your fucking stupid multiplayer game? One person. Okay. We're gonna try this shit again. That is insane, though. And you gotta what? You gotta join? You gotta wait hours to join one race? Come on, bro. You trying to do all that shit? I just want to get in one. Right fucking now. Of course, and then we'll get in here with some fucking idiots. No. Shit, stupid ass game. Now Hockenheim ring, it's totally... What the fuck? I don't even know what's going on. Okay. Fuck. No, I'm not. No stickers though? What? Okay, there it goes. Should be loading me into it. I guess, maybe not. Maybe it's not going to. Maybe it decided not to. Running, rejoin, okay. I guess we're racing in this race by myself, and I'm good on that. I don't want to do that. Multiplayer. Official contest. Come on out. So official. And if you're by yourself though online, you just race by yourself and win, I guess. That's crazy. Okay, so I guess you just got to get through that just to be able to actually get up in the classes, because a lot of people's probably already done that, done the rookie races by themselves, to where they've got themselves up there. If that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. set the brake valves a little too far there. I don't know. Overall, though, I'm actually going to say it's actually picked up, and I've got the wheel finally set now for this game. But I just redid my... so we're going to have to profile for Project Motor Racing, which is fine. Oh, yeah, there we go. Guess we're racing by ourselves on this race. It's actually feeling pretty good right now the way I've got the wheel set up. I wonder what kind of lap time I can actually get on this game. Try to max the car up on here, do it on Gran Turismo. Too snap happy with it there. Oh, so we drive out okay. Okay, that feels a little weird. See, once it gets, oh, so it needs to be a little, I need to adjust it just a hair though, on some stuff, damper I think is the problem. Oh yeah, we got all kind of penalties right there. Dropping that down to 6. We're just off. Let's try off like we do on Gran Turismo. Better. Over the other way. Back to where it was at. We're gonna mess this car up now. Dump this traction control down. make sure it's not clipping. Yeah, it is. A little bit. Put it into the wall. That's kind of sick. What? Okay. Oh no, I should have kept going. Don't look like there's too many people online on this game, though. And that kind of sucks. You are registered in a non-cross play contest. Oh, enabling. Okay. Oh, we need to enable that. Yeah, shoot. Refresh servers. I guess it's not going to let me run the qualifying. Come on now, let me join. What's going on here? There we go. No, now it's going to, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Now it's got me in two of them, it says. Oh, it's showing that it's running. Okay, I should have been in it, though. That's bullshit. $11 minutes. That's crazy. Yeah, this game's more or less like something you'd want to play, I guess, single player or even quick play if you jump into anything. There's probably a lot of people in quick play races. Um, find a race. Deregister and find a race. Okay, here we go. So that one starts coming soon. Oh, starts and ends in 4 minutes 58 seconds. Fuji, so I guess we just click find a race for quick race, and it'll put us in with people. Now I wonder if that actually gives you SR or whatever you would call it on here. Safety rating, driver ratings. It's not even wanting to match me with any drivers anyways. That's crazy. I thought people played this online and everything. Okay, so where do we get the stickers from then? What? Alright, y'all. I'm going to end it, though. That's enough. I'll actually get back on here. I want to kind of get back on here and get out of this rookie class to see maybe if we can actually end up joining with more people and racing with more people. It would make it more funner. I mean, when I'm just racing a race by myself, it's kind of stupid. Because you have to do the practice, you have to do the qualifying, you have to do the race. That's a 20-minute race right there altogether, pretty much. Which is fine, but it's getting late and I got to go to work. So, anybody that's watched, y'all make sure hit that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, turn the notifications on. It helps me get more subscribers. Let's hit 200 subscribers. And I got a special video coming for everybody if we hit 200. So share, spread. You know, if you see me post, if you see me live streaming, hit that share button, share it. Help get me out there. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everybody. And yeah, we'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.